Rafael Nadal was struggling to shake that end-of-season feeling from his legs, but had enough left in his arms to raise them in triumph after the guarantee that he will finish 2017 as the #1 ranked player. Among his soaring achievements, claiming that distinction for the fourth time will go down as one of his more remarkable. Packing in a troubled 2016 a month early to rest his troublesome knees, the 31-year-old Spaniard has rebounded to such effect that he will emerge at the top of the pile, regardless of what Roger Federer might do at the Nitto ATP World Tour Finals in London the week after next. He did not quite seal it with a flourish as he was required to eke out the 7-5, 6-3 win over 21-year-old, bespectacled Korean Hyeon Chung. But only one win was needed at the Rolex Paris Masters to clinch the position that Andy Murray snatched from Novak Djokovic last year, and a berth in the third round was sufficient to put him out of sight from Federer, his only pursuer. Nobody can dispute Nadal's right to be #1 this season, even if his win-loss record of 66-10 is not, in percentage terms, as impressive as the 49-4 amassed by Federer. One could argue that the Swiss's 4 wins out of 4 in their encounters goes against this, but that would surely not have been the case had they met on clay, the surface Federer avoided altogether to save his back for hard courts and grass. The two of them split the Grand Slam titles as their main opposition unraveled. Djokovic and Murray were the biggest fallers as the exertions of the previous year took their toll on mind and body, although nobody thought that their early exits at the Australian Open would be the precursor to such a precipitous slide. Nadal's performances outside clay have not been, by his standards, exceptional, but on the brown dirt he looked as invincible as ever, scooping up 4 titles and losing only once. Winning the French Open could hardly be called a surprise, but his triumph at Flushing Meadows was less expected and came as the draw parted helpfully before him. At all times he has been aided by improvements to his serve and backhand, testament to the work done with his coaches Carlos Moya and his uncle Tony, who is stepping back after this year. The one real disappointment continues to be Wimbledon, and he openly admits that the switch from clay to grass becomes ever more problematical for his knees. He was rarely fluent on Wednesday against the talented young Korean, one of the next-gen young players at next week's inaugural Under-21 season and championships in Milan, but had enough to come back after going an early breakdown in the first set.